abundant favor that shall come our health liberated, soldiers, and faithful, a manner and promote the honor and glory, and to advance the peace, the service and welfare of our country and the public and of those whose interests you are committed to our child. Amen. Amen.
Hassan Mohammed Said, representing Matamboni Ward, a member of this committee.
Umi Abu Mohammed, member of this committee.
Harun Tete, Shimabakewa Wodi, member of this committee. Royal Lutheran, member of the committee.
Member.
Joseph Munyoki, member of the committee.
Emmanuel Karisa Baya, representing Marafa Ward, member.
Juma Chengo from Naran Ward, member of this committee.
Now, we go to another class.
My name is Mogan, class 2. Mashoga, class 11. Alfred Mumba, senior citizen.
I have to tell you the council because they are new.
Yes.
before you introduce yourself, please, I ask someone to administer the oath.
I, John Ludi Tete, do swear that the evidence I shall give before this committee on the matters under its consideration shall be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Now, members, kindly you can introduce yourself.
Good morning. I'm Honorable Tatu Salim Hamis, a member of this committee.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Mahmoud Hassan, member in this committee.
Assalamu alaikum. Kwa majina naitwa Ummi Abu Muhammad, member of this committee.
Good morning, members. Good morning. Aaron Kilifi, Chief Whip, member of one committee. Abdul Karim, Deputy Majority Whip, member of the committee.
Honorable Hamis Jambo, member of the committee.
Joseph Munyoki, a member of this committee.
Emmanuel Karisa Baya, member of this committee. Mimi naitwa Juma Chengo, mimi ni mwanachama.
I am very much concerned with the fact of now, Mr. Secretary.
My name is Morgan Donga Clark.
My name is Abdulrahman Shoba,
I am Paris Kashi, master of the protocol. I will support communication of
Now, Mr. President. Yes. Welcome to the Committee on Land, Municipal Planning and Urban Development, a committee founded in the Political Assembly Planning Orders, whose mandate Committee on Appointment, appointed by the Governor for the position of County Chief of Site in charge of housing and urban development. You will engage in to determine your suitability or otherwise recording the office which you have been nominated pending your appointment or otherwise. Now, we will go to the question, and I will start. Question number 1. Tell us about yourself.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is John Ludi Tete, born in Kilifi County, within North, Tezo Ward, Tezo Village. I attended school at Majauni, went to Malindi High School for my Form 4. I went for my diploma at Kenya Polytechnic. I went for my higher diploma at Kenya Institute of Surveying and Mapping. Then went for my bachelor degree at Technical University of Kenya. Thereafter, I went to Taita Taveta University for my master's degree, which right now I'm writing a thesis. A thesis takes longer to write. I'm also a candidate of a postgraduate diploma from the ISK. I've been working in the government sector. I've been working in the private sector. Right now, I'm the CEO of Mashamba Surveys Limited. I'm the director. I've been undertaking some projects from the national government, from the county government, from corporate entities, and even individual customers. Probably I can see a few faces here who've been visiting my office for services. So I've come here for this interview so that I can actually assume the role of a chief officer in the county government of Kilifi. With the skills and the wealth of experience that I've gathered since the time I started studying land, and since the time I started also holding some positions of management. And after reading the advertisement about the position I've come to be rated for, I found that I qualify, and I am coming with the experience, wealth of experience, and I have a track record of achievements. I don't know whether that can suffice for now.
It's okay. Now, you are sitting for the position of chief officer.
Yes.
What are the functions of chief officer?
The functions of a chief officer. One, he is in charge of the day-to-day administration of the department that he has been assigned to oversee. He is also tasked with the implementation of the policies which have been actually passed by the CEC, the governor, His Excellency, the governor included, and his cabinet. And the chief officer, if he is appointed as an accounting officer, it means he will also oversee the budgeting, the expenditures, and all activities that pertain to finances, being guided by the finance bill. Chief officer, there are so many responsibilities, but one of them is to be a role model to the staff who are working under him. And as a chief officer, he also represents the department as a top civil servant. Okay, I think I've mentioned a few. There are several, and I'm aware, as I'm politically aware and even administratively aware, I might be even given some other functions to perform by the CC or the government itself.
Let us move to another question. Can you give the committee portrait of plans and expand more on long-term plans?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for that question. Okay, I've been working in the private sector for the better part of my professional life, but I'm aware, as somebody who has been operating some businesses, I have to learn even a few things from the county government. One of the plans I know is the CIDP, County Integrated Development Plan. And there is also the County Sectoral Plan. There is also the County Spatial Plan. And I think there was a time I was also involved in formulation of it at one stage as a consultant to the county government. Yeah, yes, the spatial. Okay, for the purpose of this meeting, I had chosen, after you had posed the question, I had chosen to dwell on the sectoral because it is the one which takes 10 years. Yeah. So the sectoral, and there's a fourth one, which is known as the cities and urban area plan, or the municipal plans. So if I can expound on the sectoral plans, it's a 10-year plan, or there are 10-year plans, and each department in the government, in the county government, is mandated to develop that 10-year plan. It is a component, it should be a component of the CIDP, and it is provided for in the County Government Act of 109 into bracket 1 or 1091. It contains broader programs and projects that are to be implemented over a period of 10 years. And the programs are supposed to be updated on a yearly or annually basis. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Now, the secure plan is a component of the county completing the regional plan.
Yes.
So, what are the plan? But I think the special plan
Yes.
is a 10-year plan. So, if you can touch on that, it is a better plan. Understand? Special plan.
The spatial plan. Okay, the spatial plan actually, as I had indicated earlier, that I was involved in, is because you can if you can look at the word spatial. Okay, we pronounce it spa, but it's supposed to be spe. This spatial plan, it involves the physical planners because they prepare a map, and then these developments, the proposed developments, are placed using that plan, that map, that is a kind of a base map which contains all areas of the county. So if it is an area like Magarini, by looking at that map and probably even reading that booklet, it's a huge booklet, you can know which developments were planned for Magarini by just looking at having a quick look at the map. So it is a map or a plan that shows how the distribution of the development plans have been placed in each sub-county and even ward level.
Now, Mr. Secretary,
Yes.
I will kindly allow my fellow members to ask you a question.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. John,
Yes.
what are the functions of the county executive committee?
The county executive committee. One, there is, according to what I know, is that they can even propose a legislation. The county executive committee can propose a legislation which can be tabled at the county assembly for consideration. The county executive committee also it is the topmost governing body at the county level, the county government, and therefore it also guides the administration or the administrative processes of the whole county. The county executive committee it is also an implementing body. It implements the policies of that have been passed at the county assembly, some of the legislations, the policies, and even plans. So the county executive committee is like it's just like it's a replica of the national cabinet, whereby all the programs of the county are discussed there, and then they are passed on to the county chief officers for implementation.
Brother Joy,
Yes.
I have two queries for you to share with the committee.
Right.
What are the national values and principles governance as provided in Article 10 of the Constitution of Kenya?
The national values
And the principle of governance.
are one. As Kenyans, we are supposed to be patriotic. Like me, I was taught how to sing those songs of patriotism while I was in primary school. And national unity, sharing and devolution of power. There is also what we call human dignity. Those are values also that are supposed to be upheld. Equity, social justice, inclusiveness, equality, and even human rights. And we should not discriminate one another. There is also a good governance aspect. And in good governance, we are talking about transparency. We are also talking about accountability. And there is also sustainable development. I rest my case.
Thank you. The second query for you, as the Chief of Staff of Land, Energy and Fiscal Planning, what are the key strategies you intend to use to improve this service?
Thank you, Honorable Member. I appear before you today. I've always desired to have a position in the county government or even the national government. And my desire has been that I use the knowledge, I use the experience, the skills, and because I'm doing masters in, I've been doing masters in geoinformatics. Geoinformatics is the application of the surveying part of it using the emerging technologies. So by me getting into that department, one, I believe I will quickly add value to that department. I'm a self-starter. I don't need much supervision on how to accomplish some tasks that have been given by my seniors. And using my communication skills, which I've gathered all through, I believe I can rub off that passion to my fellow staff members, and we can together, with consultation, do tremendous work for the people of Kilifi County. The cry, or the most disturbing issue that has bedeviled the Kilifi County in the land sector is squatters. The squatter issue, absent landlords, and there's this conmanship, what we call tenants at will. I believe if I get there, I'm getting to that role like the wearer of the shoe, who knows where it pinches and knows where it is loose. I have some plans, and if we combine effort with His Excellency the Governor, who has been a CAS in the lands docket, and there are several issues that during the time he was serving there, I could channel them through him, and they will be worked upon immediately. I believe the squatter issue, an elephant as it is in the house, I will face it with the help of the CAC member and His Excellency the Governor, and I apply my technical skills, particularly the modern technologies, which I'm vast in.
A follow-up question, the Chairman. It's an issue of the nominees of professional in this case. What happens if we give him this opportunity and get a greener pasture? Will you leave the work and go for a greener pasture?
Thank you, Honorable Member. Yes, as a human being, as an animal, you become ambitious, of course. But looking at my age and my passion, is that I've always desired to serve in Kilifi County, where I come from. I've been an officer in charge of the provincial headquarters when there were these provinces. But my passion, which the work that satisfies me, or satisfies my heart, or quenches my thirst, my thirst, is by serving the people of Kilifi County. My countrymen, the people I interact with on a daily basis. I will not go away. In fact, after probably serving this county government for the next 10 years, if given another opportunity, I will retire here and offer consultant services.
Bwana Tete, nilikuwa naomba uweze kuangazia zaidi wakati wa mvua za masika katika sehemu zetu nyingi za miji kuwa kuna uvundo na pia kunaweza kutokezea mambo ya maradhi kutokana na hakuna mitaro ya kupeleka maji taka. Yes. Je, mambo kama haya wewe utasaidia vipi?
Mitaro na uvundo. Honorable member and the whole panel in general, it has been a challenge. The issue of solid waste and probably the drainage system might not fall exactly in my department, in case even if I assume the position of the county officer. But according to the knowledge I have, and given an opportunity to advise, is that this Malindi, Kilifi, Mtwapa, the land expert and the planner have the responsibility of drawing those maps. And then he supplies or he delivers those maps to the engineers on the ground. These road maps, those maps which are showing the road, are showing where some waste are supposed to be deposited or be disposed, and even the drainage systems which we have shown, the routes which are supposed to be followed, now falls under the docket of the engineers, the public works engineers, or the road engineers. They are supposed to design. Like here at the roundabout at Malindi, it's very pathetic. But according to me, as an engineer in sports, I know the reason. Malindi is almost at sea level. It's located altitude-wise is at sea level. So if the engineers depend on the natural flow of the water, they will fail, because there is no natural flow, and if there is, then it is very slow. And the one problem is that probably if I get into this role, I may design a way of setting apart a place, because the physical planning docket is now coming into that department, so that we can set apart a place for reservoirs where water can be collected, because everybody expects that water to flow to the Indian Ocean, and it cannot move by natural flow. So what is there that can be done? You build a kind of a dam or a reservoir where all this water from the airport, because as a geospatial engineer, I was looking at how the water is flowing, where this water starts flowing, right from the airport, and then it comes all the way to Kisumu, and then all the water comes to that roundabout. So if that water can be collected somewhere, because if you say, let it go to the Indian Ocean doesn't need that water. It doesn't need. And that water might refuse to go. What is it that can be done? You procure a pump that will force that water to go to the Indian Ocean, or you build a reservoir so that that water can be collected and be used for irrigation and other purposes. Thank you.
Honorable Umi.
Asante Bwana Chair. Bwana Tete, unaweza kutuelezea ni yapi majukumu ya katibu wa kaunti?
Katibu wa county, the county secretary. One, the county secretary, he takes minutes. He also prepares the business, and he can even be assigned some other duties by the county executive committee or even His Excellency the Governor. He is also in charge of the administration of the county.
Through the chair, I think the nominee or the honorable member has
I'm sorry. Unajua kuna wakati mmoja nilienda kwa interview, alafu it happened ya kwamba mmoja wa ile yuko kwa panel ya shemeji yangu akaanza jambo shemeji, and I kept quiet because I did okay. Now katibu wa county, yes. I'm okay with this, but he knows. I'm okay. Katibu wa county ambaye ni county secretary, yeye anafaa kuandaa mkutano wa county executive committee, yani baraza la wale ambao ni mawaziri. Tena baada ya kuwa ameupanga, ameuandaa, aketi pale, ahakikishe ya kwamba kila jambo litakalozungumzwa pale yeye analinakili, ili kwamba akaweze kulipeana wale maofisa ambao wako chini yake. Kwa hivyo atahifadhi pia zile nakala vizuri, ili kwamba wakati wa kufanya kufatiliza, je, ni vipi lilifanyika na ni vipi halijafanyika, akaweze kulitoa kwa wepesi. Kwa hivyo yeye pia ni kama mwenye ana jukumu la kuchukua pia ule ujumbe, akiwa alikuwa pale kwa ile baraza, alielewa mambo fulani ambayo pengine angeweza kuambiwa na wale maofisa, si nilifanya hivi. Yeye anaweza kusema mimi nilikuwa hapo, hilo lilitajwa, lakini lilitolewa kwa sababu ya hili. Kwa hivyo tutaenda kwa hili.
Kuna swali la pili kabla nimalize kidogo. Kuna hizi vyoo vya umma pamoja na mabustani hayajapewa kipaumbele, ile hali makubaliano ya kisheria yanatoka kwenye ofisi husika. Kama ungeweza kubahatika kupata hii nafasi, ni mikakati gani ambao unaweza kuchukua hizi vyoo vya umma ukaweza kubadilisha hii Kilifi yetu kuliko kwenda kujisaidia nyuma za manyumba na mahali pasipofaa?
Asante sana. Ni kwamba ni kweli nilihuzunika na pia mzee wa mkoa kama iko hapa kwamba hakuna hata vyoo vya umma tena. Kuna maeneo ambayo pengine ilikuwa mabustani ya watu kupumzika nao ya uwani hapa Malindi pia hivyo na hali kadhalika. Hiyo njema vile bustani waterfront, lakini mimi kwa mfano ni bahati na mimi mteule ama ukaweze uniruhusu kuingia katika hili jukumu. Jambo la kwanza ni kwamba nitatayarisha vitu, karatasi zinaitwa PDP, zinaitwa PDP, Past Development Plans, ambazo unaangalia mahali ambapo ni eneo ambalo halija si la mtu binafsi na halina matumizi, unalichora, unaliweka kwa Kenya Gazette kama kuna mtu yote atajitokeza, na kama hakuna mtu atajitokeza, basi mimi tena idara ile ya usurvey itakuwa iko chini yangu. Mara moja mimi tunaenda kuipima ile plot, alafu tukaweze kuforward hizo makaratasi ili kwamba idhinishwe kuwa itakuwa kwa matumizi kama haya. Lakini kwa mfano mtu hapa ambayo ni ardhi za wenyewe za watu ambao walifanya kuuzia watu na watu ndio maana wamejenga. Mimi katika mawazo yangu na katika zile nafasi ambazo nimepata kuzungumza na mstahiki gavana, kila wakati akizungumza tunaelewana mahali pamoja, ya kwamba mahali hakuna kiwanja ambacho kinaweza kuwa matumizi ya umma, serikali ya kaunti inafaa inunue ili kwa mahali tena baadaye uelekeze watu wanaohusika katika mambo ya ujenzi waje wajenge, lakini angalau inaanza na kwamba ile plot itakuwa imenunuliwa na imenunuliwa kwa purpose ama kusudi la ujenzi wa hiyo jambo la
there are some cases of double allocation of land. Some that was called the plan. The corner there have the title, and another tycoon has a title of the same place. What is your take to such a matter?
Yes, thank you, Mr. In fact, that problem, I started work in 1991, and I used that problem. And up now, this problem persists. And given the fact that I know what causes such kind of scenarios, and it's only that I didn't have the powers to intervene. This time I'm getting to the role which has the powers. These cases arise because of some greediness and the grabbing money. In such a cases, where wananchi are settled, because they are squatters there, and a squatter is the person who stays in public land, on a public land, with an expectation of being allocated that land. Or on a private land, they are having carried out due diligence that the owner has not been around for a long time. So he gets into that land, he sits on that land, or he settles on that land, but he doesn't know the owner, or he doesn't have the documents of ownership to that land. And then the owner comes with a title deed. Or probably this mwananchi who was settled there, he knew very well that this plot has no documents. And they have gone to the government to apply for them to be settled. And then here comes a person who goes ahead of them, and he acquires a title before they acquire. When they go to court, the one with the title deed wins. Now, in this situation, according to the question you have raised, I have a solution to that. One, we carry out the exercise of due diligence. We get the facts about the history of that land. How did the person who came with the document get that land? And for how long has the person, the victim, been staying on that land? And there are some cases, honorable members, whereby even the government goes ahead even to give title deeds to the squatters. But then somebody comes, he wants to nullify all the other titles. Probably with a new title deed. Precedence goes like this, that the person who stays there, and if that person had shown some effort of acquiring that land, he or she is supposed to be allocated that land. And with the help of the National Land Commission, because the National Land Commission is supposed to address the issues of land injustices, the historical injustices, I believe we will use what we call ADI, Alternative Dispute Resolution Initiatives, so that we can deal with this issue. Because if this issue is taken to court, it takes very long to settle. But with the ADI, we can solve that issue even in a day. Thank you.
My next question is that when there are 60 people in Nigeria, there is this issue of street lighting in town, especially in Kilifi.
Yes.
The companies are going to pay a lot of money due to the accumulation base on street lighting.
Yes.
So what measures do you have to answer that question?
Yeah, street lighting is very important for it is even becoming a basic human need for the purpose of because of security issues, and it is expensive, yes, to pay bills to the KPLC. But in this docket I'm getting into, there is the energy subunit. And that subunity is tasked with the responsibility of procuring some solar posts, or we call them street lights, using solar. And according to my view, and likely, I don't know how, because it's like you people, you contacted the governor, you honorable member, because there was a time when we were discussing with just casual discussion with His Excellency, and he was indicating that we can even use this post where we can even follow where KPLC, Kenya Power and Lighting Company, have put up their posts, so that we can as well put our solar solar apparatus there. So according to me, if I get into that docket right now, I will make sure that this desire of lighting the county is achieved by December. If you are appointing me today, and next Monday I'm sworn, by 12th December, the issue of solar, of lighting in the streets, it will be sorted 80%. And then as I go on, I will embark on sensitizing the Mwananchi, because there is a lot of vandalism I've seen on those lights. But I will involve the Mwananchi to sensitize him, so that aelewe kwamba hii ni kitu yetu, ni mali yetu, sote tuna jukumu kuilinda. And then to advise way of either burying those batteries, because people steal them. We put some concrete on them, so that if a watchman somewhere will wake up and say, "Where is he?" And they will go away. And then we also sensitize people. There were the parents, that these street lights are very important, particularly when it comes to protecting our girls. and even our boys, and even protecting our wives. Because if there's darkness, somebody at around 11 ananyemelea kwenda kwa nyumba ya mwenzake, but with the street lights tushamweza.
The chairman, he is telling us the plan of installing new street lights on solar power. What happened to the street lights that you already have and they are under maintenance? What is the plan? Because towns like Malindi, we have street lights, but most of them are not working. And we also need more, but we're even looking at it. What happened, we install more street lights and the one we already have, they are not even working. And also we are having a problem. Inform us on what is the plan on the plan.
Yes, thank you, honorable member. It is true that already some street lights have been put up in several areas, and most of them are not working. Right now, if you approve me and I get into that role, the first thing I'll do next week is to call all the staff from the energy sub-units. Anybody who is on leave, I cancel that leave. They come back to work. No leave, nobody will go for leave this December, so that we can have the street lights repaired. When I was doing my research, I found out that the county government has hired electrical engineers or electrical technicians. And we are not seeing the value of their presence in this county, given the fact that I'm a resident of this county. So when I get there, I engage all the staff. Hakuna kulala, particularly during this festive holiday, so that the street lights can be repaired. We use the internal capacity, and if internal capacity is not sufficient, we also hire some technicians so that we can repair these things, and then we make follow-up now and then on how they are being maintained. Thank you.
Council Chairman, Mr. Kilifi, since you have the members not consider that so I will put on okay. I think we may say that we are going to come on, but let me put that relationship aside and get back to seriousness and what we have come for. I want to put my question here, and this is a confirmation question from the public. Tunasikia ukisema ya kwamba utaweza kununulia kaunti sehemu ya miradi watakapokuwa na nafasi ya vyoo vya umma ama public land katika tauni zetu zinazostahili kupata vitu kama hivi. Umepeana mifano mizuri hapa sehemu ambayo mimi nimehusika, lakini najaribu kusema samahani kwa sababu kuna sehemu nyingi ambazo ziko na sehemu za umma na zilijengwa vyoo na zingine huenda ikawa zilienjwa. Utafanya utaratibu gani wa kuhakikisha kwamba sehemu hizi za umma ambazo zilikuwa zinasaidia zimefika mahali pa kurudia zimerudi kwa umma?
mingi sana imeuzwa na serikali ambayo tumefanyia kazi.
Asante sana. Ni kweli ni jambo la kurudi moyo ndio kwamba kile kitoka ni mali ambayo inafaa kumfaa kila mwananchi, alafu uone kwamba inamfaa mtu mmoja peke yake kwa ubinafsi. Ni jambo ambalo mimi nimekuwa nikijiuliza kwa moyo na kunihuzunisha kiasi cha kwamba hata sababu moja yapo nimefanya mimi ombe hii nafasi ni kuhakikisha kwamba ardhi zilizonyakuliwa tutumie njia za kisheria, na mimi nazijua hizo njia za kisheria. Tunapozitumia zile ardhi tukaweze kuzirudisha kwa mwananchi. Hiyo nguvu ipo katika Physical Planning Act 2016 na pia nikishauriana na county attorney, hata kama itatulazimu tuingie kotini, lakini tukaweze kureclaim grab public utility. Mimi niko tayari na niko tayari hata sasa hivi.
Another question. Na hili naona nataka kufafanulia katika mazungumzo ambayo tunaendelea sasa kusaidiana kutoka suluhisho la kufikisha kaunti yetu mbele. Kuna maswali ambayo tuna members au waheshimiwa wanajaribu kuuliza, lakini ninakusikia kusema naongea na gavana, tunazungumza na gavana na huwa tunaongea hapa, tunafika hapa. Kuna uhusiano wowote wa wewe na gavana? Maana nimesikia mara mbili tatu kwamba huwa ninazungumza na gavana. Huwa ni wakati gani huo? Kwa sababu tunaona kama wewe ni mtu mgeni kwetu, na vile vile pia kule mfano ambaye hii nafasi ni mpya unaipigania, lakini katika hili vetini nakusikia kumtaja sana gavana.
Asante sana mheshimiwa. Tangu nianze kuomba hii kazi hakija kufanya na huyo gavana, hakija kufanya, lakini hapo nyumbani alikuwa anafanya kama naibu wa waziri katika wizara ya ardhi na makao. Mimi binafsi ni mmoja wale ambao nilikuwa naenda kupeleka vilio za wananchi fulani ambao wanataka wasaidiwe. Sasa katika yale mazungumzo yule mtu mkarimu sana, anaweza kupeleka hata kwa mkahawa mketi na uzungumze mengi sana kuhusiana na maendeleo, kuhusiana na mambo ya dini, kuhusiana hata na mambo ya zaidi sana alivyokuwa mimi ni mtaalamu wa mambo ya ardhi. Kuna mambo fulani binafsi yeye kwako ananiuliza maoni, na mimi pia nami namuuliza maoni kama mtu ambaye kama anaifanya katika kazi katika ofisi hii. Kwa bahati hii ni bahati mbaya ama lakini tangu awe gavana hakujaona lakini hizo zote ambazo nimekuwa nikikot ni yale ambayo tulikuwa tukizungumza mbeleni.
Bado nataka kuimarisha na nafasi sitatoka sana. Kwa isi ya satellite nasikia ukizungumzia kwamba kuhakikisha kwamba zinawekwa na zinafanya antena ambayo unataka kufafikia. Nataka nikupatie mfano wa madhara ambayo tunayapata. Kuna hizi taa za vijijini tunazokuita kama hizi, tunazipata mara nyingi zinakosa kufanya kazi kwa muda kwa sababu ya wizi wa betri katika zile sehemu ambazo zimewekwa, na baada ya kutolewa zile betri zinafikia mahali zinabaki kuwa ni vitu ambavyo havitofanya kazi kwa muda usiojulikana. Na county government imeenda hasara mara kwa mara ya kushughulikia wewe una maarifa gani, mbinu gani utakayohakikisha kwamba vitu kama vile vitofanyika ili wananchi wapate mwangaza ule kama inavyopaswa katika taratibu tofauti ili wananchi kupata huduma hizo?
Asante sana mheshimiwa. Kunayo maoni kama mawili au matatu ambayo nimefikiria kwamba nikipata nafasi na nitayashughulikia. La kwanza ni zile betri ambazo zinatumika kuleta ule mwangaza ama kujenerate ule mwangaza, kama inawezekana wale ambao wamekuwa procured kuweka zile mataa washauriwe, waambiwe hii station ambayo county inakuletea, ili kwamba zile betri wanapoziweka waziweke juu zaidi, tena pale katikati waweke hata waya zingine ambazo zitamzuia huyu mtu kupanda kwenda kule, tena waweke vile vibandiko zinaitwa hatari, beyond this. Sasa hiyo betri iwekwe pale ambapo ni hatari, beyond that. Hiyo ni njia moja. Njia nyingine ni wakati wa procurement wapatiwe specification wale supplier ya kwamba hatutaki zile conventional types. Tunataka kuna types zingine ambazo mimi nazijua zinaitwa inbuilt, ziko na inbuilt battery, yani ile battery iko ndani ya hiyo post na tena iko ndani ya hilo taa. Sasa ile ni kama nataka kuiba hiyo aibe hiyo post yote na kutajua. Jambo lingine ni hizo betri zichimbiwe, ziwekewe hiyo concrete, zifunikwe na concrete. Asante.
Kuna hili swala ambalo linauliza sana wanakilifi. Wanakilifi ameketi kwa shamba, tuseme mtaka 5 kwa mfano, amekaa kwa shamba miaka 30 na familia yake, amepanda minazi, maembe, yaani amefanya development. Alafu ghafla bivu kunakuja askari saa 10 usiku, wanazingirwa, wanavunjwa nyumba na kuambiwa shamba ni la mtu. Baadaye yule mtu yojitokeza na teknolojia, ili hali familia imekuwa ikikaa pale zaidi ya miaka 30, wamezaana, kuna wajukuu. Huyu mtu ambaye amekuja na teknolojia, cha kushangaza sana sana huwa sio mtu wa kutoka Kilifi, ni mtu wa kutoka mbali. Baada ya hapo watu wakishavunjwa nyumba, ina maana waondoke. Ardhi tayari inawekwa fence, inabidi ile familia inahangaika na hawana uwezo wa kufikisha upande wa kotini, ili hali wamekuwa mkikaa pale. Ukiingia pale kama katika hiyo docket ya ardhi, utasaidiaje mwanakilifi? Maana mwanakilifi atakuwa kuangalia wewe, labda sina uhakika, tuangalie kama kuna mwanzo gani unaendelea pale. Maana huyu mtu ambaye amekuja na teknolojia hawezi kuwa hawezi jua. Kwa mfano tuseme kama hapa hawezi jua kama kuchini shamba ndipo na huyu mtu hana teknolojia, na huyu mtu amekaa miaka 30 na familia yake na wajukuu wake. Sasa sijui kama ni ndio gani utakaofanya ili huyu mwanakilifi asimamie upande huo.
Kuna ni kweli ni jambo mkubwa, ni jambo hilo tunaita kionda wananchi wamekaa kwenye makao miaka mingi, na alafu mtu anakuja na document ambaye si mkaaji wa hapo, anakuwa haitumii ardhi miaka hiyo, alafu anakuja mkali, anaenda polisi, anaenda mkukware walinzi wanakuja na bunduki, wengine wanavunjia wale wananchi, wengine wanawashika. Najua watu kadhaa mimi binafsi ambao nilienda kuwatolea bond kwa sababu wameshikwa the whole family, wengine hata wanamimba. Sasa approach ambayo ndio mwaka ambao mimi nilipokuwa katika serikali nilikuwa nikifanya ni kwanza, kabla allocation yoyote kufanyika, kuna what we call ground report, ili kabla hatuja kupa wewe ile plot tujue ni nani amekalia hiyo plot na kwa muda gani na ana saizi gani ya family, na je ana maendeleo gani ameyafanya pale. Ground report, ili kwamba ile ground report ikiwa inaonyesha kwamba huyu mtu kumbe atakuwa anadhulumika kwa miaka hiyo yote, basi tukwambie katafute ardhi nyingine na apewe nafasi yule yule ambaye anakaa pale, aombe, alete maombi, kwa sababu sheria inasema ukikaa katika ardhi miaka 8, miaka 12, wewe unaweza kuipewa ile ardhi unapoiomba. Kwa sheria inaitwa adverse possession. Sasa shida ni kwamba watu wetu wanaangamia kwa sababu ya kukosa ushauri, kukosa hii elimu ya kwamba wewe una haki. Katika hii idara niliona kuna budget ya kitu kinaitwa land clinic. Na land clinics, mtu anaweza kufikiria kwamba tunaenda kutibu mashamba. Hapana, inafaa kwenda kuwafundisha wale wananchi haki zao, hasa tukijua kabisa katika akili zetu kwamba wengi hawajui haki zao, So land clinics hii tu strengthen zaidi. Ikija huko nini mtaidefend hiyo budget yake, kwa sababu ninyi honorable members ndio nitakuwa nawaalika mje muongee na wananchi wenu, mwambie lachani. Asante.
You have any comments or questions?
We are not yet done.
Yes.
We are not yet done. Yes, your question, please.
Through the chair.
Okay.
Through the chair.
One issue.
Yes. Thank you so much, Chair. And I just want, I've heard when the nominee was telling us about himself, he's a person from Kilifi, and he should be aware of the land issues, especially there are some land that has been leased for quite like 90 years, and then this land lease has expired, and then you find that instead of this land given back to the community, it is being repossessed by cartels, by people who are very rich, and you see the community is now just living in a very disorganized, confused, because that was their land. And it is happening as at now, and I would love the nominee to shed light what plans does he have so that the common mwananchi who is the right person to possess this land, how will he benefit or she benefit?
Thank you, honorable member. It is true that there are some leases which are about to expire or they have already expired. There are some cases whereby some of those the owners of those lands or plots, they are using that land, But there are some cases whereby this land in question, or plot in question, the local management has some interest, and they have been staying there as being probably squatters, or probably it is preventing them from accessing very crucial services like getting to the road, like people from Kazinuni wanting to access the main road to board a vehicle to either Mombasa or Kilifi or Malindi. And then here is somebody who has leased that land and probably is fencing it. So when that lease is active, there is very little we can do except negotiating with the owner of that land, so that probably we buy the road, or he applies what we call corporate social responsibility, so that he can donate that road. But when that lease is expiring now, that is where, as chief officer in charge of physical planning, where the renewal of leases starts, I will have the power. I don't think the others have been using it, or probably I don't know whether they have been compromised, but I have the powers to reject an application, to advise the CC member that this application is not viable. Why? People have interest. People are living there. We want to see first what is the plan that is in place for them to be settled. So, as I've said, these issues, I don't have to go there and start learning. It is in my blood, it is in my brain, it is my passion. The leases, there must be public participation, and that public participation must be binding. The result must be binding, or the findings must be binding, if possible, so that this person can be denied a renewal, or he can see some part of it for those people, and even for schools, for hospitals, and other social amenities.
Through the chair, can a lease be revoked?
Through a lease can be revoked, yes, but through a court order, court process. The title deeds, all of them have to be revoked by a high court, according to law.
And why I'm asking that question is that when a lease, maybe I was not there, maybe my father or my grandfather leased that, or the government leased that. Let's take an example of the Makongeno, the central town there. I think in my research it was leased for 99 years, but these 99 years I was not even born. But you find out that these leases came to expire. But then the one who had lived is still owning that place, and you see different investors and different people coming to the same land. Instead, the agreement was that this land after expiration was to be given back to the community. And now it does not happen like such. What measures can be done so that the community can get back their land, or articulated issues, so that there's no conflict of interest or conflict as far where do I live?
Thank you, Honorable Member. I have a plan myself, using GIS. See, GIS is a new technology of doing some land processing. That I map all those leases. In fact, it is like you have been reading my mind. That I map all those places which have leases. I also get to know real time, so that it's not by me in my phone that this list is about to expire. If the list is about to expire, there is a duration for the owner during which he can come and inform the county government that my lease is expiring, and then he writes an application. But as for me, even before he comes, it will have already notified me through GIS technology, so that I can even carry out my independent investigation. And even I can even, if a lease will expire in 1 year's time, I can hold a land clinic session in that day and tell them, get my hua. And then people
Mr. Chairman,
Okay. Oh.
Good morning, Chairman. I have two questions for you. Who constitutes the County Executive Committee?
the County Executive Committee is composed of His Excellency the Governor. Right now, Her Excellency the Deputy Governor, the CC members, and even the county attorney as an official, and the county secretary will also be there to take minutes and to organize meetings for them.
The second question, kindly tell this committee why you think we should approve this by this year.
Thank you, honorable members, and I think you can listen to me. One, as I have already indicated, that I will quickly add value. I said I'm a self-starter and can be left alone to complete tasks. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Mr. Chairman, Honorable Chairman, I'm glad that this session has been the right one for me to express what I can do for this council. And I call upon members to approve me in this position. And I believe you will promptly see positive return on the decisions that we have made this week. And I look forward to working with you as committee members in charge of land and physical planning and energy at the council assembly. And the moment you approve me and I get into that office, I will still depend on you so that you can give me intelligence report from the ground about what is supposed to be done. And here is a willing servant of the people of Kilifi. Thank you.
Thank the members, media, and all the service, but we are going to combine our report, and maybe I wish I may get to know whether we are approved or not. So welcome, and I ask the President to address.
Thank you.
I am member of the assessment from January. Yes,